Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Jake.
Aaron.
And we're here with a trailer. I don't know what it is. Aaron, you don't know what it is. Jake, you know what it is? Jake knows what it is. He helped set up.
I set it up, so I have to know what they are.
He put up that color in the background. It could only be... No, it can't be that. That's softcore. I get what he's doing.
Or...
This ring. It's the greatest weapon in the universe. When and if to use it, that's the whole ball game, Junior.
That's a chunky ring. I like that it's chunky.
He's made money?
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? No. Tell me how you got it. The ring.
You know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. The only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
Whoa.
I think he likes me. Everybody's lying to us.
It's a cool shot.
Not leaving here until we find out what they're hiding. Danger's part of the job.
I like
to
that.
be fearless.
How are you chosen for this?
It's only one question. Are you afraid?
So the suit.
So the public knows.
Oh, the suit looks good.
No!
Are you afraid?
Guy!
Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
What is that? Whoa,
Jump.
that was a good jump. There's some green there.
Raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, John Stewart.
John Stewart. Was that Nathan?
Yeah.
Is that who that was?
Guy Gardner, yep.
It's crazy we're getting all three guys.
Yeah, I know.
All three of
Weird.
the main male Green Lanterns.
I just don't know
in
how he's
one
gonna
thing.
fit in this, because the tone and him just feel different.
Executing your will can be done many different ways.
Sure, but I mean, like, I don't feel like Guy fits in like the
This, like, True Detective
story,
style?
you know?
Yeah, I imagine he won't be in it a lot.
Sure.
You know,
Maybe. I don't know.
He also was wearing
Called
his
Lantern, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was wearing his like Maxwell Lord funded like what was their name in Superman? They hadn't to fit on it, but
Yeah, they were still deciding.
Justice Gang
Right? Yeah.
was what it was.
When he was
so
interviewing, John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peacemaker. Yeah.
so he's at least like officially recognized on Earth. We don't know if that's the case for Hal.
Well, I mean, it looked like Hal was in an interview and they were asking about him being Green Lantern. So
Yeah.
It seems like, I'm guessing this is Hal, not end of the story, but he's a pretty veteran Green Lantern. He's like giving advice or helping bring up this guy. And it really kind of seemed like, Hal creating the counterfeit and the "are you afraid" like stuff. Like, Hal Jordan has done some crazy stuff when it comes to good guys and bad guys in the comic books. So if you bring in Guy Gardner, that could kind of be like a devil on the shoulder a little bit for him.
Yeah, because Guy's the guy that you send for like wet work. That like he just gets stuff. Like you give him a job, he's gonna get it done. You might not want to know the way that he's gonna do it, but he's gonna get it done. And Hal seems to be like kind of leaning that way as he's an older, more cynical.
He's been around the block.
Yeah, that's been doing this maybe a little too long.
Yeah,
and hopefully we're getting with John, we're getting a more fresh, not beaten down outlook.
He's gonna have his ideals strong, right?
Yeah.
John Stewart is a Green Lantern of ideals more than anything. I feel like, and I imagine that's gonna contend with Hal's maybe more lackadaisical. Like he's a little more, I don't know, rough around the edges. Like he might let some things go or go a little too far sometimes. Was there like a yellow glow at one point?
There was like when they were putting the thing in John's like neck or head, there was like a yellow glow to the thing.
Glow.
I also said like, are you afraid? Like fear is the power of the yellow lantern.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll get that at all.
I mean, maybe the idea of it being called lanterns isn't just like there's a bunch of green lanterns, but it's other colors.
Way more green in this trailer.
There was also a lot more usage of powers, which I didn't know based off the last trailers and them saying there was going to be True Detective-ish. I was like, oh, are we going to get like very, very little power usage? But maybe that's not the case. And it's just grounded, but with fantastical parts in it. Yeah. Maybe a little more balanced than which I like. Because like having Green Lanterns and no usage of powers would be like, oh, come on.
Especially with how creative and cinematic
I would hope
they can be, right?
Especially
one of Aaron's greatest problems with the Justice League cartoon that we're watching right now is it's not very creative.
It's just beams of laser light and that's it, or it's a circle around thing. That's it. Like I love in the DC movies we've had where it's like, oh, someone's falling, catch him with a glove, like a baseball glove or a.
John tends to not be the most creative with his constructs.
He's practical.
Yeah,
I think Hal is a lot more imaginative.
Which I think like we got to see at least some of that with Superman.
We did.
With
Guy.
As you said, with the glove and stuff.
So I'm hoping like
big middle fingers.
I'm hoping there's a lot of personality in each of their constructs.
Same.
I just don't want beams. I want more than beams.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, Hal in his prime is like he's like the Anakin Skywalker to the Jedi. Like he's like there's just something about him. He's super good at it. You know, so if we're gonna show off like maybe a guy that's you know how I like that trope of like, you know, retired man comes out of retirement, shows why he's still a badass, you know? You could do that with Hal pretty easy in this.
Yeah,
so maybe they do that.
There's that saying of like fear the old man in a profession where people die young kind of thing. Where that's very much the case in Green Lanterns. If it's dangerous and if you survive long for a good reason.
I loved the first trailer, but when I went online and like I was like, what are people saying about? We were looking at Comics and our reaction, and like people were just mad. Where's the green? You know, and they definitely gave you more green in this one. Yeah. But even Hal's suit that we saw at one point, it did kind of have like a darker tone, and it wasn't like made of light like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern, right?
Yeah,
it felt more.
It looked like a suit, like an actual
texture based,
something they were wearing.
Yeah.
There's also a thing. Where like
Guys is very different too, of course.
Also, is this Earth?
No.
Yeah, because there's. I didn't catch that. Okay. There's two moons. There's also a shot where John was like preparing the sniper rifle, and then there was an explosion in the direction he was looking. But there's a little bit of green there.
Yeah, if it's an explosion, that could just be a shield, maybe. Yeah. Or it caused the explosion.
I couldn't tell if that was like if I was just seeing the trees move because it's all, you know, green trees, or if there was like an actual like, but that definitely looks like some force back there.
Yeah.
Who's this lady? Why do I love her?
I cannot think of her name.
I love her.
But she is incredible.
Yeah, what's she from? Why is it not hitting me? I feel like it's important to me.
I don't know. And she's very good.
Ozark. That's where I know her the most from. And Truman Show, of course. She's Truman Show. But Ozark is, I'm like, dude, I've watched this girl. And like she's been a badass in a whole series, and I can't think of what it was. With Jason Bateman. I love Ozark.
Primal Fear.
Love Actually.
Yeah.
Congo. You ever seen Congo, dude?
Is Congo the bad one with?
No, you're wrong. You've already messed up. Congo's the great one where Amy the gorilla can talk. And then at the end, there's all those white silver gorillas that we kill them with fucking lasers and lava.
Hey, don't get into the spoilers.
Come on, man. You gotta remember.
I'm not wrong. That movie is famously bad, but it's loved. It's so loved.
I think you're wrong.
It's bad, but I love it.
They put it in the Smithsonian for best movie
You're so wrong.
I
almost called you Calvin. That's how wrong you are.
You messed it up. Guys, that was our trailer reaction for Lanterns. And if we have a trailer reaction, it's probably a pretty good indication that we're going to be excited when this comes out. And we're probably going to react to it. So if you want to watch us react to each and every episode of Lanterns, subscribe. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.